A very warm welcome, dear students. I'm Ritu Joshi, your geography teacher, again with the rest of the part of the first chapter, representation of geographical features. In the last part of this chapter, we have learned about the very important two things in the topographic map. The one is contours and other is spot height. So before going further, whoever the prefect of the different sections of last class, I would like to know one thing from you. What is your understanding of the four-figure grid reference? In the comment section, you would have to tell me about your understanding of the four-figure grid reference. If you are not aware about the four-figure grid reference, that you are not able to tell about the spot height and the contour lines. So please write me in the comment section. So today we are proceeding with the rest of the part of the chapter.
So students, today we are going to start the third part of the chapter, representation of geographical features. I hope you must have studied about the first two parts, where we have discussed about the different types of scales. That's representation of grid lines, northing and eastings. Apart from this, we already studied about the spot height, contours, and the different contour patterns of the different landforms. So, today we are going to start the further part of this chapter. So, let's start. So, now students, we just have to take a quick look what we have learned in our last class. So, in the last class, we have learned landforms and topographic maps, spot height, contours, contours intervals, identifying landforms, slopes, mountains, ridges, called pass, gap, saddle, and plateau. So, let's start the learning for today. We take a quick look of learnings from today's class. Today we are going to learn about the different contours, contour cross sections, contours in topographic maps, settlement pattern in topographic maps, temporary and permanent settlements, rural and urban settlement patterns. These are nucleated settlement, disparate settlement, and linear settlement. Here you can see the different contour patterns of the different shapes. So if you are drawing the contour for the hills, these are the contour patterns for the hills. Then another you can see at the plateau, if you are drawing the contour line for the plateau, these are the contour lines for the plateau. And if you are drawing for the contour line for the round hills, this is for the round hills, and the next one is for the river valley. Okay, so these are the different contour patterns for the different shapes. Now we can come to our next topic, which is contour cross section. So here you can see the steps by which we can do the contour cross sections. It would be a little bit difficult for you. We'll repeat this once we will come back to the school and we start taking the classes in the school, and let you know again how to do the contour cross sections. So here you can see the steps of contour cross sections. The cross section of a landform represented by the contours can be drawn quite easily by following steps. The first one, first draw the line AB along which the cross section is desired. Second, below the map, draw two axes perpendicular to each other. On y-axis, mark heights. Draw a line parallel to the x-axis. Now draw perpendicular on x-axis from the joint of the intersection of contours and the line AB. Join these lines to get the cross section of the landform. Students, here you can see the different contour cross sections. The first picture you can see the contour cross sections of a hill. So what we can do that, first we have to draw the contours of the hill. As I already told you the pattern of the round hill or hill in the previous part of the chapter. Once you draw the contour pattern, and after that you will have to draw a cross section line which is In the first case, you can see the diagonal line is there, AB. Okay, and then after, you have to see the contour interval. Here you can see the contour interval of the hill that start from 400, 500, 600, 7, 8 and 9. That means in between the contour interval is a 100. Okay, so the same way we have to draw the perpendicular line x and y, where the y show the height, which is showing 500, 600, 700 and 800 and 900. Okay, so wherever the line AB is there, from the AB line we have to draw the straight line, this particular marking of 5, 6, 7, 8 and 900. Okay, and when you join these lines, it will give you the shape of the specific figure. Now here you can see the round hill is there. The other side you can see a plateau cross section is there. Okay, so by which you can do the contour cross section. So for the contour cross section, we should have a pattern of the contour. Then we draw a cross section line which is AB, and then after we have to draw the perpendicular XY line, and we have to mark in the height on the same way which is given in the contour pattern. Here you can see again another contour cross sections. Here is the contour cross sections of ridge, Picole, pass, saddle we have seen. Okay, so you can see that there are three different rings, inside rings are there. Fine. So here is also the contour lines are 400, 500, 6, 7, 8 and 900 is there. Okay, so it is also in a decreasing order. So the same way the pattern has to be drawn, then draw the line A and B. Okay, and then after the perpendicular X and Y line has to be drawn and marking over there, which is marking given in the contour pattern, and then have to join, and after joining that we get the same length of figure. The same on the other side, the contour pattern of the river valley has given. Now we have to come to the another topic of this chapter, which is colors in topographic maps. So when you study about the topographic map, then you have to find the all the man-made and the natural features in a different colors. So if we are not aware about the color, it would be difficult for us to identify the particular figure on a topographic map. So we should have to learn what are the color has to be used for the specific features. So here we have seen the contours which are represented in the topographic map with brown color. Grid lines, these are represented by red color. Roads and buildings are also represented by red color. Forested land represented by green color. Cultivated land represented by yellow. Uncultivated land represented by white. Water body shown with the blue color. Water body, but they are dark. They doesn't have any water. They show with a black color. On writing except grid numbers show with the black, and the grid numbers are showing with the red color. Okay, so these are the different colors are used to show the different features in a topographic map. So it is very important for us to know these colors, otherwise we are not able to identify the specific features in topographic map. So now students, we have to come to the last topic of this chapter, that is settlement pattern in topographic maps. So first we have to know that what is settlement. A settlement is a kind of dwelling where people live. It may be small or big, ranging from a single house to a large city. Okay, so settlement is a kind of dwelling, a kind of arrangement where the people are living, and this arrangement can be small, can be big, ranging from a single house to a large city. Another thing which is related with the settlement pattern, that is the site of settlements. Okay, where the settlement has to be sited. Okay, so the place where a settlement stands is known as its site. Okay, wherever the settlement grow, wherever the settlement is there, that area is known as the site of settlement. Knowing about what is settlement and what are the sites of settlement, we have to come actually where the site of settlement get developed. So we know that like every settlement needs a source of water. Okay, so everybody in this world needed water to survive. So every settlement, the people get to settle in that particular area wherever the water is available. Okay, like if we see the ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia and Egypt, in this valley, developed near the river valley because in that particular area the plenty of water is available. Okay, so the first and the foremost condition for the settlement is the water should be available in that particular site. Another thing for the settlement is needed, that is fertile soil and the moderate climate. Okay, if the soil is fertile and the climate is moderate, then it encourages agriculture and the various economic activities. Such conditions are usually found in plains, hence the most settlements are located in plains. Okay, so after the water, the next condition is there for the settlement is the fertile soil and the moderate climate, because lots of people are engaged with the agriculture, and the fertile soil and the moderate climate encourage the agriculture and the different economic activities. And such kind of conditions are there in the plains. So we can see easily that most of the people in the world are settled in the plain area. Okay, they are the most densely crowded area of the world. So now we can see that other reasons are also there for the plain to the people get to be settled over there, and it is densely crowded area. The plains also have a flat land. It is easier to build houses on flat land than the slopes. Flat land also favors the development of roads and railways, which promote transport and communication. This in turn promotes trade. The junctions of transport routes are good sites for settlement. Okay, so a few reasons we have seen. The plains have the good soil, fertile soil, and the good climate is there. The another reason the plains are the site of the settlement, because the plains are flat, and the flat area is good for building house and roads. And if the road get developed, then and the railway get also developed over there, and the transportation can possible. So it promotes the trade, and wherever the trade is promoted, the people get to settle on that particular area. Another thing about the settlement, people generally settle where it is easy to earn living. Therefore, settlements come up near mines, in industrial areas, in tourist spots, and in other places where the work is available. Okay, so the main tendency we have seen, the people generally settle in those particular area where the earnings for the living is easily available, and that is available in the area wherever the mines are there, the industrial area is there, or the tourist spots are there, because the plenty of work is available and the people can earn in that particular works. So the work is easily available for the people, so the people get settled in those specific areas. So now students, we have to come to the types of settlements. The settlements are of two types. They are temporary and permanent settlements, and the second type is rural and urban settlements. So let me get to know in detail what are these two settlements. Here we have to come to the first types of settlement, which is temporary and permanent settlements. A settlement may be temporary or permanent depending on the length of time for which it's continuously in use. Okay, we can say a particular settlement is temporary and particular one is permanent. That will depend on how much time a particular person is living there. Okay, if a person is living for the short period of time, that is the temporary settlement, but living for the longer period of time, that is called the permanent settlement. Temporary settlements are those that are occupied for a short time and then abandoned. Okay, एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम के लिए उनको यूज किया जाता है फिर छोड़ दिया जाता है permanently for a long period. Okay, the cave dwelling for early people are the example of such settlement. In ancient time, in the early people are living in the caves. Okay, because they are hunter gatherers, they are not settled in one place, they roam around. So they are living in a cave for a particular time, then they abandon that place and then left for another place. So such type of settlement is the example of temporary settlement. And we can see the temporary or the permanent settlement more. The most of the settlements we see around us are the permanent settlements. Such settlements are not abandoned and remain continuously used for many years. Like in our surrounding, we have seen the many types of settlements are there. We have seen the apartment, we have seen the individual houses are there, independent houses are there. Okay, so these houses are the example of permanent settlement because these settlements are not abandoned and remain continuously used for many years. Okay, you can see such kind of settlement also like in the villages, like you have seen the huts. They are also used for the many years. They cannot be abandoned for a short period of time. So they are also the example of the permanent settlement. So any of the place, any of the house, people are living for a longer period of time, that is called a permanent settlement. Now, students, we can see the another type of settlement which is rural and urban settlements. So the permanent settlements may be rural or urban. Villages are rural settlements while the towns and cities are urban settlements. Okay. So another type of settlement is rural or urban settlement. As the name suggested, rural means the village. The settlement which is in the village is called the rural settlement, and urban the cities. So or the towns, the settlement which is in the town and the cities, they are called the urban settlements. Rural settlements are not very large and amenities such as roads, school, healthcare services and power supply are not as well developed as in urban settlements. Okay, if you see the rural settlements, they are not very large and the amenities such as school, care, roads and the power supply are not well developed like in urban settlements. In rural settlements, most people are engaged in activities such as agriculture, fishing and forestry. In urban settlements are larger than the rural settlements and have much better amenities. In urban settlements, most people are engaged in non-agricultural activities such as manufacturing and trading. Okay, so we have seen the difference in rural and urban settlements. Rural settlements are the small a settlement which is in the village is called the rural settlement. The settlement which is in the cities or town are called as urban settlements. The rural settlements are not so large. They doesn't have much amenities like in urban settlements. Urban settlements have more amenities in comparison of rural settlements. So most of the people in the rural settlements are engaged with the activities like agriculture, fishing and forestry. And in urban settlement, most of the people are engaged in non-agricultural activities like manufacturing and trading. Okay, so here you can see the picture also of the urban settlement. We come to another topic which is settlement pattern. We have seen about the types of settlement, we have learned about the what is settlement. Now we have to come to the settlement patterns. The settlement pattern shows how the buildings are arranged in a settlement. Okay, settlement pattern means it shows how the buildings are arranged in a particular settlement. So there are three types of settlement patterns. They are duplicated or compact settlement, dispersed or scattered settlements, and the linear settlements. We come to the first type of settlement, which is nucleated or compact settlements. So we just have a look at what is nucleated or complex settlement. A settlement in which the buildings are located very close to each other is called the nucleated settlement or the complex settlements. Okay, as the name suggests, the complex settlements because the buildings are very close to each other. Such settlements are usually found in plains where the conditions of the buildings are ideal. This type of settlement is often found at the junction of the transport routes. It may also grow around an important building, such as a place of worship or maybe post office of a village. Okay, so such type of settlement is fine. You can see in your colonies also such kind of settlements are there. You can find if you are living in a society, you can see the buildings are there very close to each other. This is the example of nucleated or the compact settlement. You can see the picture also. This is the picture where you can see the buildings are very close to each other. The black rectangles are seen as a building. So you can see these buildings are arranged very close to each other. So that is nucleated or the compact settlement. The pattern student that is dispersed or the scattered settlement. Okay, as the name suggests, scattered means the buildings are very far away from each other. A settlement in which the buildings are located far apart is called the dispersed or the scattered settlement. Such settlements are often found in mountainous or the densely forested regions where the lots of land is available to construct the buildings. They are also found where the farmlands occupy large areas. The farmhouse in the grasslands of North America and Australia are the example of such kind of settlements. You must have seen in the villages, the houses are in a particular land of a particular farmer, and the other house is far away from one house. So that kind of settlement is the scattered settlements where the buildings are far apart from each other. Here you can see the picture also, the black dots you can see, they are far away from each other. It is showing the scattered settlement. The last settlement pattern, which is a linear settlement pattern, is there. A settlement in which the buildings are located in a line is called the linear settlement. As the name suggested, all the buildings are in a line, that is called the linear settlement. Such a settlement is often found along a road or a river along the shore of a lake. Okay, you can find such kind of buildings when they are constructed along the roads. They are come in the category of the linear settlement. As you can see in the picture also, the road is going in between the two settlement areas is there, and that is on both the sides of the road. Let's just take a quick recap what we have learned today. We learned about the different contours. We learned about the contour cross sections, contours in topographic map, settlement pattern in topographic map. These are temporary and the permanent settlement, rural and urban settlement, settlement pattern, nucleated, the scattered and the linear settlement. The questions for you. The first, how do water bodies shown on topographic map has water or is dry? You would have to tell the water body in the topographic map. Those are water, they show with which color, and those are dry, they show with which color. Another question, what is a settlement? We already discussed in this class what is a settlement. You will have to write about what is settlement and distinguish between temporary and permanent settlement. Okay, so we already discussed about the difference between the temporary and the permanent settlement. The third question mentioned three things that encourage the growth of settlement at a particular site. Okay, when we were discussing about the site of settlement, we have already discussed about what are the things needed for the settlement in a particular site. So like we have seen about the water should be there, fertile soil and the suitable climate should be there. Okay, and that lots of industrial activity should be there, so the people encouraged to settle over there. So you have to write from there the three things which encourage the growth of settlement at a particular site. The last question, what is a settlement pattern? Name three types of settlement patterns. Okay, so you would have to give the definition of settlement pattern. We already discussed in this class. Name three types of settlement pattern. Okay, and you would have to explain them also. Okay, apart from this, you also do the practice of the contour cross section. I already shown you the pictures of different contour patterns and the cross section. You have to try to do the practice yourself, and later on when you will come to the class, we'll do one more time the contour cross section.
So dear students, you must have learned about the chapter representation of geographical features. You must have learned about the contours as well as the spot height. And in the today's lesson, we have learned about that how to do the cross sections of the contours, how to draw the figure through the contours. So another thing about today's lesson, I gave you some questions which are based on the contour lines. You have to draw the cross section of the contours also, and you have to complete the answer of these questions and write in your copy and draw the contour lines also. So happy learning to you. Thank you.